Hey y'all, welcome back. Y'all had a sudden burst of energy, so I said let me go ahead and transfer all of this good energy into receiving messages for the collective. So you guys, the cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Hey y'all, good to see you all again. Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does collective need to be made aware of at this time? Please and thank you. I heard generation and then generational curse. What else, Spirit? Okay, so express delivery. So I was being shown like a hand holding like a letter envelope, but the reference is post mail. That's like an old school term, right? For mailing something. So there's a delivery of a communication of a message. Could be an actual piece of letter in the mail to arrive to you, or somebody's receiving it. I heard trauma just now. Yikes. So this may have to do with some sort of circumstance surrounding someone, a situation that possibly they were involved in. So I'm getting a car crash energy coming through. But why would they, why would one need to be notified of a car crash? I'm not really understanding that at the moment. I'm hearing just cause and just due. We got the Ace of Cups showing itself in the pre-shuffle. Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more about what this is. So this has to do with something coming to an abrupt end. I heard abrupt specifically. An abrupt end. So yeah, you know, y'all can go ahead and do the math, sum that thing on up for what all was declared just now. And I heard play it safe. So perhaps that was their warning to play safe or play it safe. I heard the word disregard, so they didn't pay attention or heed to warnings here. So this is okay, y'all. So Ogun just came up. I don't think I've ever mentioned Ogun in any of my channelings or readings, but that was pretty specific because this has to do with the war of not war of metals, but something about being a warrior and then involving metal. But I know Ogun, when it's time for, you know, Ogun to show up on the scene, this is like a mighty powerful warrior. But if somebody was disregarding warnings, then Ogun would be someone who would be represented in a car accident. Like, in so many words, it sounded fatal. It sounded like a fatality, like a complete, okay, what was it? When it came to the ending, something came through so strong, the word, y'all, it escapes me right now, but it sounded like it was pretty much, it was sudden, whatever it was. So that would kind of be something unexpected, like a car crash. So yeah, I say all that to say, did I cut the deck? I don't even know, but it doesn't hurt to cut again. All right, y'all, let's get some cards out here. I was saying to myself, I hate to start the reading out like this, but then I can't really say that because that's not even my place to say how I want the reading to start out. It's like, what's the channel energy coming through? Because obviously it's a message for somebody. Yeah. So somebody in the collective may have been saying like, wow, it's so negative. But you know what? I'm just the messenger. So I'm getting a reference of like, I heard complete close, but then I was shown a casket. So it's like a closed casket sort of situation, but that came up in a recent reading, maybe 2 weeks ago, something in regards to a closed casket. And we know the reference of a closed casket means like the damage was so severe, possibly to the physical body, that they, you know, don't want to show the appearance of the deceased. Oh man, here we go, y'all. Oh, I was reminded to tell you all to exterminate, but that's the spiritual extermination. So if you're seeing, you know, those fruit flies or whatever, those little small flies are just kind of coming out of nowhere, that's for you to just go ahead and sage the place, smudge, do what it is that you do, but just don't delay it. Don't disregard it. Like, oh, that's another fruit fly. No, it's time to smoke the place out like an exterminator would, because we were referred to as spiritual exterminators in a recent reading. So that's for a few of us. All right, here we go, y'all. We got the Four of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. My ear is itching something terrible. That's why I'm over here like massaging my ear talking to y'all. But woo, it's like one of those deep itches. You can't really get to it. Yeah, it's one of those. Anyway, we got the Four of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, tell me more about the Four of Wands reversed. What's going on here? Okay, so this has to do with some sort of family gathering. That's what I'm being shown, but I'm seeing people dressed in black. So that's appropriate for, you know, appropriate may not be the right term, but it's traditional, right? For most funerals, I guess, depending on what culture you have, because now I'm being them shown wearing white, same sort of. It's almost as if somebody photoshopped what they're wearing from black to white. Same scene, same people, same stance, same gathering, all of that background, but it was, the colors were swapped just now for me. So it sounds like a passing, y'all, even from the channeled energy. I'm being told to include the word fatal. Yeah. I got a sneeze coming. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. Gracious. All right. That wet my thumb all up, y'all. Sorry. Oh my. All right. Ooh. All right, Spirit. I'm getting distracted back here, y'all. I don't know why, but y'all hang in here with me for a moment. I'm being reminded of a sadness that came over me earlier, because there was a reference of me wetting my thumb up just now, and then I looked at an object and it looks like it has like water droplets on it. So that emotion surrounding cups is wanting to get my attention right now. I heard the word aspects. Spirit, where we going, y'all? Hold on, y'all. It's something about threes, y'all. And a bell toll. Is there something surrounded like a bell tolls 3 times or something like that? I'm hearing that, like that rich sort of a bell, a sound when it comes from when you hit like a big old, like a, you know, brass or whatever. Boom. That's what I'm hearing. Like a bell toll. That would be the kind of bell that would be like for a whole city to be able to hear. One of those type of bells. But it's like the clock strikes at midnight sort of energy. So it's like it's to be expected around a certain time is what I'm getting. So I'm seeing the horse, y'all. There's the horse. It's the horse coming in. So this is all surrounding death energy, you guys. Right? All right, Spirit. So this is, I don't know if okay, so it's coming from the Four of Wands reverse. So we're talking about family gatherings. I heard disruption and disperse. Disperse came first and then disruption. So I don't know if does this mean that something's going to break out at this gathering? So if this is some sort of like sending away, oh, I heard offering, golly. It's supposed to be like a wake sort of energy is what I was shown when I saw the people dressed in black and then they were dressed in white. It's supposed to be like that sort of send off ceremony, like you get to visit with them before they're, you know, buried in the cemetery or wherever it is that their body goes, their physical body. But I was, you know, asking, is there some sort of disruption that's happening or what? I need to know, because I just see a group of people just kind of clustered together, right? I need to know what the feeling is, the energy is there. And if they're not really talking, they could be more or less whispering, or either there's some telepathy going on to where they're all thinking the same thing here, but nobody's verbally saying anything out loud. So I wanna zoom in on those people in particular and see what's happening here. Y'all give me a moment, because it has to do with this Four of Wands reverse. I heard escapism. I'm hearing that they knew this person had a problem. That's probably what's happening here, because it seems like sort of remorseful, like, well, who's going to take the blame for this? But nobody's willing to accept blame because they were all like cohorts, I'm hearing. Cohorts. But that would make me feel like they all played a role in this person's journey, to where now they're just at this person's wake and just looking over a closed casket. The casket is not open. So I feel like this family, or these members, I feel like it's immediate family. They're just kind of gathered there, but nobody's saying anything. But it's like, I don't see any crying. I don't see anybody like sad or upset either, which is, I guess I can't really call it strange, because it feels like, you know, they maybe kind of, I'm hearing the word sheltered. But for me, it might have been an energy of them not paying attention to this person in their final days. I wanted to look up cohorts. Hold on, y'all. See, hold on, y'all. I had 7% on this thing. Thank you for your patience. Cohort.
Here's the definition of cohort: a group of people with a shared characteristic.
So they share the same characteristics, but we were talking about family. But I was also talking about why they clustered together, as if. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Spirit, I need more on this little unit right here. I heard sabotage, y'all. So the feeling is that they put this person in this position and they're feeling it. This position, the position this person is in, is they're lying in a casket, but you have this cohort of family members. Wait a minute. No, never mind. Cohort sounded familiar to covert just now, but I don't really know what covert means, but I know it comes before narcissism in some cases. So does that mean hidden? My left hand is itching. Does covert mean hidden? Like you didn't know that they were narcissists? They tried to keep it hidden from you? Hold on, y'all. We're going to get this together. Covert.
According to Merriam-Webster, Culver.
No. Covert narcissists. Examples of a covert narcissist. Covert narcissists tend to rely on deprecation, and negative self-talk as a means of getting sympathy and attention from others. Ooh, okay. So y'all, the spotlight's on this cohort, this collective of a family unit here that was closest to this person. I told you that I didn't see a single tear here. They're not really sad. It's another emotion here, but telepathically, they're all locked into, no, you can't blame me for this. Y'all, I'm stuck. I'm stuck right now. Hold on. What else, Spirit? What else do we need to know? I almost want to ask Spirit, what are they hiding? That's what I want to ask. What are they hiding, Spirit? I heard guilty pleasures, and I heard the word trauma again. What is the guilty pleasure, Spirit? Y'all, no wonder I've been saying telepathy. The guilty pleasure is the telepathy. I heard mind control just now. So this cohort, can a coven be a cohort? Can your own family members even be a coven against you? That's the energy, y'all. Wow. Wow. I heard superstitions just now. I heard played a major role. I don't know if that means superstitions played a excuse me. I don't know if that meant superstitions played a role in this person's passing, or if the superstitions played a role in the telepathy that this cohort group of family members shared that maybe led to why this person is in a closed casket sort of situation. For me, superstitions don't really seem like that could put somebody in a casket. But if we're talking about superstitions based on someone's tradition, because there was a reference of tradition earlier with the black wearing black, and then almost as if somebody clicked a button Photoshop style and they switched over to white. If they believe heavily in superstitions, then they were already working together as a family. Y'all, we heard generational curses in the channeling. They were already working together telepathically against this one who's in the coffin. But now nobody's wanting to take responsibility at this point. So whatever they were locked, because there's a reference of them being locked in, because that's only like the third or fourth time I've made that reference. And I don't think I ever make that reference here. There's a lot of things happening here that I possibly never have stated out loud in a reading before. And that's the second time that's happened in this reading. But family members being a coven against you. This isn't you though, collective. I'm just saying in reference to y'all, in reference to the black sheep energy, even the chosen one energy, the one who's selected by God. But then the other family members outside of that acting as wolves, like a pack of wolves. But that's what I'm getting with the cohort. And then the generational energy. But now it's like these family members have their own little telepathic coven here. I'm hearing, are you thinking what I'm thinking? They really didn't have to say anything about this person and their actions. And this would be this person's entire life, because we're talking about their immediate family members who grew up with them, alongside them, people who watched this person grow up. And I'm specifically seeing a mother figure and possibly 2 siblings. That's the coven. That's the power of 3 that came up. When I had my bell, after I put my bell down, I said there's something surrounding 3, is what I said. All right, y'all, we got it. This all came from this 4 of Wands reverse, so let's get into it. My ears stopped itching, y'all. Okay, let me get a sip of water. Let's go to the heart of the matter here. I see the Tower card reversed. I want to see, we obviously know that's divine intervention. Look at all the water on my fingers. We were talking about water. I just had to take note of that. Divine intervention coming in and knocking all this shit down, like whatever they had going on. Nope. God says no. That's coming to a complete halt. So the complete halt energy from the channeling, the fatality energy. All right. So somebody's got to pay a price for something, but I felt like it's this group here. So that's why they're not really taking, that's why I heard nobody wants to take the blame. Yeah. Let me turn these two cards over here. We got a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands reverse. The Queen of Wands definitely is going to be the last one to say, you know, that they'll take the blame, because they're pretty much the ones who orchestrated this, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the word livelihood even. So this Queen of Wands reverse had a lot to do with this person's life. The one who's in the closed casket had a lot. I'm hearing overbearing right now. They had a lot to do with everything that went on in this person's life. This King of Cups, I feel, wants to come out on top, because this King of Cups is now feeling like the competition is obsolete now. They're gone. So that means these are two people in the coven. There's one more out here somewhere. But this King of Cups now feels that they have the attention that they've always wanted from this Queen of Wands reverse. But the King of Cups doesn't feel sad. They're feeling more in some sort of victorious energy right now. Like, you know, finally I can be who it is that I want to be without any distractions. You know, I don't have to see. This is what I'm hearing, y'all. I don't have to see my mother hurting anymore behind this person who's in the casket now. So they're feeling victorious on so many levels, I heard, and also for so many reasons. Both of those wanted to come out at the same time. But now it's almost as if they can be the man of this entire family unit or this coven. You know, I just said was a coven, but maybe they don't know it's a coven. But this is all based on generational curse energy. And then the power of 3, and then that telepathic communication. That makes them a coven, because they were coming against this person in the coffin. They were coming against them. I'm hearing destruction. So maybe it got to a point to where either this person was destroying their own lives and the lives of others around them, and that these people were being immediately affected because they're the closest to that person. So they were tired of it. Tower reverse. So I don't know if that means with the destruction that they just basically took something upon themselves to where they're saying they don't want to take the blame for it. That's what we heard. Oh man, I heard double dealing just now. Double dealing. Y'all know I gotta look that up. I know that's a gambling term, but I need to really understand what that means right now. Double dealing.
Here's the definition of double dealing: the practice of working to people's disadvantage behind their backs.
Good Lord, y'all. Y'all heard it. Here we go. Let's keep going. We'll turn these two cards over, see what we got. Look, wanting to stay on top. Somebody wanted to stay on top of a situation. I'm getting a Cain and Abel reference, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I said it was a mother and 2 siblings. But we got a King of Cups up here as one of the siblings, right? We got the Queen of Wands showing up. I mean, the Queen of Wands, I feel like, could be the mother energy, but whoever they were, they're the ones that pretty much started this mess because they were overbearing, right, of the person in the casket. So that would give me mother. If not, then it's an aunt or a big sister or something like that. Somebody who had way too much emphasis on this person's life. All right, we got the 7 of Wands. Let me reveal all the cards here. We got High Priestess, and then we have the Wheel in the upright. I heard challenge accepted. So y'all, these people pulled together. I heard the word troop just now. So they came in some sort of force, like an army, military, like a troop, a collective coming together against. That's what happened. That's what they did. But that High Priestess is giving me the telepathic energy I was picking up. But the Wheel card also means that this was headed in the right direction. But it's like, what kind of direction? You and I can't say if it was a good direction or not. It's going forward, whatever it is. Unfortunately, somebody is now in a closed casket situation, and you got their immediate family member just kind of saying, I'm not taking the blame for that. There was something here that was done so they could be free. They could stay on top. On top of what, though? The 7 of Wands is giving stay on top. But, you know, me, my nosy self, I'm like, on top of what? What is this, Spirit? What do they want to stay on top of? I heard the word communication. I heard disruption, but that's not the first time we've heard that. So I'm hearing in order for these people to be free, that's what had to happen. But I said something about them giving up something and not taking the blame for it. But now we know it was to keep them free. And we're talking about, I did refer to them as a pack of wolves, y'all. So this had to do with their livelihood. I'm hearing free and I heard newness just now. It feels like right now that they were saying it's the only option. But it's like they wouldn't verbally like come out of their mouths and have a family meeting like we got to get rid of this person. This was telepathic that they were all just kind of fed up. And it's like, well, whatever happens, happens. I don't know if there was a plan behind that, but we do know nobody's taking the blame for something. And it's this person laying in a coffin. All right, we got it. All right, there's one more card here. These cards were, where were they? They were here, right? All right, let me pick this card up and see. It's all connected to what we've just gone over. Turn it over. Look, we have the Emperor. Somebody was doing way too much in this situation. But this also tells me there was a fight for the throne, right? Because we were talking about the King of Cups saying now they're in charge. They're on top. Seven of Wands energy. Because, and I made the reference of Cain and Abel. Spirit, tell me more. Tell me, okay. Y'all, this possibly the person in the coffin was the third person with the power of 3 energy. Okay, because this is giving me somebody had to be defeated here with the 7 of Wands, but that's what we were talking about with Cain and Abel. Somebody had to go because they were doing too much, Emperor. And now this King of Cups is free, saying now I can breathe, sort of thing. And I heard specifically that I don't have to watch my mother go through ... or something around that nature. Let's see what's connected to this Emperor reverse. We got a 6 of Swords reverse, and then we got the Knight of Cups reverse. All right. I heard an enemy in the camp. We were talking about a troop, right? The troop coming against someone. I feel like this Emperor reverse is the one who was come against, who I'm hearing infiltrated. Oh, so the Emperor turned into a Knight of Cups on everybody. This Knight of Cups reverse shed some light on something. Because with the 6 of Swords, they didn't want somebody to get away with something. So this Emperor took it upon themselves to speak up, speak out about something. But that was like, that shouldn't have been. I'm getting the tradition reference, whatever tradition this is. This is something that, because with the Cain and Abel energy, there's something that lies within this tradition that you don't turn on family in that way, could be the reference. So they had to dissolve something or someone because of that. It's something along those lines, y'all. They went against tradition with the actions that they took with this Knight of Cups reverse that was spilling out some sort of, that's the cups spilling out. So something spilled out. So I'm getting a reference of something traveled. So something traveled by way, we heard communication somewhere, right? Didn't we? Yep. Something traveled out, but it wasn't supposed to, according to tradition, whatever these people believe in. Like that was like the absolute worst thing they could have did to this unit, to this family. 4 of Wands reverse. I heard made them look bad. So if this family unit was trying to keep up some sort of facade that they were perfect, that they're the ideal family, I don't want to put like different countries and states and codes into it, but because I could say all American, but these people may not be traditionally American. They may reside in America, but they're not from here. So whatever traditionally they got going on, somebody committed some sort of crime against tradition. and this family unit was not having their picture perfect family tainted in any way, but something spilled out communication wise that should not have. Six of Swords reverse. It should have stayed in the unit. So that power of 3 and that reference of somebody went outside of the unit. I heard fatality again. So that means it's almost as if they wrote their own death sentence. I don't know what would be so crucial that you would want to unalive someone for what it is that they said against the family, sort of thing. Like, this is something serious, y'all. And that family reference could be, you know, maybe this is some sort of crime controlled energy. Maybe something was being done for so long, but now it's like this person turned into like some sort of energetic snitch on the family, and the family's not having it. They're like, okay, so now you gotta go. You proven your disloyalty to the bloodline, because we were getting generational energy in the channeling. So that's it's as weird as this sounds. That's what's going on here. And I don't mean to call anybody's traditions weird, but it's just that I don't align with that. I don't understand it. So I'm gonna just refrain from saying weird. So I hope I didn't insult anyone, but to take someone's life because they go against the family, let them go. To want to like be at their wake looking at a closed casket. So did they wish death on this person? Because the Ogun energy came up, and I feel like Ogun will show up on the scene because he's been summoned. I feel it's that kind of energy because they're specifically like a god of metal. And when they show up, it's not to be polite and regard your feelings. It's a total disrespect because you've disrespected others. That's why Ogun came up, y'all. This is a different sort of traditional sort of thing that possibly you and I will not understand, and it's not meant for us to understand. We just have to know that that's how it is for them, and that's what works for them, and that's how it is. And I don't want to be judgmental, and neither should you in that regard. And not that you were, but you know, I'm just kind of putting it out there. You know, let people do them, sort of thing. But we getting the information right now of what's going on. So if you were dealing with somebody from another of a different nationality than you, then because this is giving me like African spirituality, deities, that sort of thing right now. I heard just now a rich history. Yikes. All right, y'all, let me keep going. I'm going to move on over here. I'm going to turn these 2 cards over. I was just led to just start here. Let me turn these over. 10 of Swords reverse, and then we got the Page of Pentacles reverse. So this is that family group meeting, because I just kept kind of hovering over this energy when I saw the family. So I did say something about, in so many words, it felt like they had to offer somebody up. But we are now looking at a 10 of Swords reverse, the worst case scenario ending. But we heard fatality, we heard car crash, fatal, all that in the channeling. And then that Page of Pentacles is something that is you wanting to offer something up, but it's not received, it's not accepted, or it's not enough. Sort of energy here. So the fact that I said those family members were standing there, nobody's crying and nobody wants to take the blame, but that's for a reason, because the work is not done. Whatever's going on with this family and not wanting to take the blame, because that offering that they gave up, possibly that person in the casket, we're not judging the person in the casket now that they're at the wake looking at a closed casket, is not enough. It's not enough. It's not being accepted. So it's hard. I'm being challenged right now as a reader, because it's like without me being judgmental, of course, naturally, I asked that my ego not be present in the reading. But, you know, with me not understanding the tradition, I just got to come with it. But when it comes out, it's like, golly, that they really do stuff like, okay, all right. So y'all, I'm kind of struggling with that here on the back end. But I'm going to give y'all everything I'm receiving. It's like, does this really go on? It's like we hear about it all the time, but it's like when it comes out in the actual reading, it's like, oh man, with details, right? It's like, wow. Let me turn this card over that's near this page of Pentacles Reverse and the Ten of Swords Reverse. There's no way out, I just heard, revealing this Four of Cups. It's in the reverse. There's no way out. Because we're talking about emotions with the cups. Because that's why they're standing there, emotionalists. They kind of got their heads down, but they're like tightly nestled together here. You know, that was I'm not taking the blame for this energy, but there's no way out of that. I'm hearing what's to come, as if, you know, they're asking in that little nestled group tightly, like, well, what's next? What's to come? Since the offer is being refused here. Maybe they were waiting for a sign that it was accepted and it didn't come. So now they got to show up with the, you know, the proceedings of burying this family member. I wanted to say loved one, but I'm like, I don't think there's any love here. This person in the casket just turned into an average person to them. Blood, I'm heard blood is excusable in this. It didn't matter that they were a sibling, a child, a uncle, a father. None of that mattered. That's why it was so easy for them to offer them up. But maybe that has something to do with the energy, since we're going over it right now. Maybe that's why it was refused, because it's not a loved one. It's not something that they held near and dear and close to them. I didn't know we were getting into the politics of a sacrifice, y'all. But here we are. I guess that would make sense, you know, if you think about, you know, I don't even want to get into all this, but I feel like just for reference purposes, we have to. But if you think about a lot of celebrities who suddenly have someone close to them pass away, but then you see their career shoot up, you know, like a rocket, that's an obvious sacrifice to you and I, you know, if we have those spiritual eyes to interpret it that way. But if you don't love or care about a person and you offer them up for sacrifice, it's like a dud, like it just kind of hits the ground and that's it, nothing. It doesn't take, nothing takes off like a rocket. So that would be the sign. When I said they didn't receive some sort of sign, something didn't take off for them. Something didn't shoot up like a rocket. Like they didn't get, y'all, did we not see a letter being handed to someone? And I'm like, well, why would somebody receive a letter? That was where the communication came up at it and channeling. These people didn't receive the communication that, oh, everything's a go. Our offer was accepted. We got the Page of Pentacles reversed. The offer wasn't accepted. So now the family is collectively there like, okay, now what? I'm not taking the blame for that, but what's next? They can't get out of it. That's what I heard with the Four of Cups. We got it, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yikes. Okay, I got 3 more cards here, y'all. I feel stifled, like I can't breathe. I mean, if somebody put me in a room to where purposely the oxygen would be shut off, that's what I feel like I'm in right now. If that's even a thing, I feel like it would be. Ooh, I just got a reference. So I'm sorry. I want to apologize to anyone who understood that reference, because I didn't know that was coming in that way. But yeah, that's it. So please excuse my insensitivity, because I didn't, you know, the energy's coming in and I shoot it back out without thinking about it. So I apologize if that offended anyone. And if no one knows what I'm referring to, it's a chamber sort of energy is what that felt like, being in a chamber. So I dare to say that that's possibly why they're so close together, because it's like they don't want to break away from this, because then they're independently, singly on their way. What was the word? They're singly, independently on their own. On their way came out, but that wasn't even what I was referencing. But that is playing in the energy. But they're better together, sort of energy right now. I'm hearing the song, Nowhere to Run To, Babe. I'm hearing that. All right, let me keep going, y'all. I'm almost done. Can't wait to get out of this. We got a 3 of Cups on the side, so no wonder something didn't take off like a rocket, because they were ready. They were ready with the 3 of Cups, ready to celebrate. It's over. It's done. What we having for dinner tonight? Let's go to, I'm hearing expensive restaurant names. Like they were ready to get it in, y'all. So this had to do with finances as well. Because if you celebrating and you trying to go to the best restaurants, that means you got some money. That envelope that I was getting to is coming back again. That in the pre-channeling, beginning of the message, somebody receiving communication. They didn't get it. They didn't get what it was that they, so this is giving waiting by the mail impatiently. Stalking the mailman, waiting. We got the 5 of Swords. Ooh, no figure. It's right next to this 10 of Swords reverse. We got the 5 of Swords, but underneath that is a 3 of Pentacles reverse. Their message, their help did not come through, y'all. But they got to deal with something else right now with this 5 of Swords. This is the nowhere to run to, baby. That's why they're so clinked up right now, because what are they going to do? What's next? I guess we'll find out later, y'all. If it's the Lord's will, we going to know. Let me see what's behind the 4 of Wands, bottom of the deck energy reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So whatever this Knight of Pentacles is that they were waiting on a delivery that's obviously not coming was connected to the person in the coffin. Obviously, but I'm like, this sort of connection, y'all trying to keep me around a little longer. Not y'all, but I just want to investigate. Because I'm thinking, okay, does this have to do with this person and their assets and how it'll be distributed that's not coming to them? Or was it because they put in some sort of work beforehand, knowing that this opportunity, I called it an opportunity, y'all, knowing that this person's death of an opportunity was coming, so they already filed for some things, but they're not getting it. So that's where I am right now. Behind the Knight of Pentacles reverse, Strength card reverse, something's taking the wind out of their sail with this one. I heard highly anticipated. So if we talking about people who put everything on the line because they knew for sure that they were receiving this, depleted. Like somebody taking a pin to a balloon and popping it. Done. Because I'm hearing the word suggestive now, but the energy was now they really got eyes on them. They got attention on them now because they didn't bargain for this not going through. Whatever that delivery of pentacle energy, 3 of Pentacles reverse, 3 of Cups celebration, whatever it was that they were anticipating is not coming. So now it's like whatever that is, it feels like some sort of backfire energy now that they're like, what's next? Because they know it's something coming next. They know because they put it all on the line. So if it wasn't fruitful for them and they already have the signs that, oh, that didn't work, they know they got to pay the piper. They got to pay for that now. Because that would be that would be opposite of winning. You lost. You're about to lose. You lost. You're losing. All of that energy, loss of whatever is next for them. Because it's like that gamble. Wasn't there a reference of a gamble energy? Oh, they doubled down, y'all. That's what we heard. Y'all, God is so good to me.
Double dealing.
We heard double dealing, the practice of working to people's disadvantage behind their backs. Wow. Say it again, Spirit. Say it again. Look, look, look. I'm seeing a peek of what's behind the Strength card reversed, the 5 of Wands. Look at the battle, the competition. Look at all of that. It seemed innocent, but it wasn't really, was it? At the end of the day, because it's like one of those play fights that turn into the real deal. Yeah. Got the Star card reverse. This was the chosen one. This is the one in the casket, though. In the coffin. That's the reference of the closed casket. They took out a divine one, even though this person wasn't appearing to be divine by way of their own actions. They were still a divine one at the end of the day. My left hand is itching, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go. So I hope this helps, y'all.